Hello YouTubers, it's MagicTheGatheringUK here again, and today I'm going to be talking about GP Birmingham. That happened last week. Sorry for the delay in the video. I wasn't particularly well the last few days, and I was also very lazy, so that explains that. So I'm going to go through what happened at GP Birmingham. I'm going to talk to you about what I thought, what I enjoyed, and how I got on. So as you know, GP Birmingham was a modern event. The main event was modern. I didn't take part in the modern event. I don't really have a competitive modern deck as such. I have slippery boggles, but not really a tier 1 deck. But it is fun, but I don't think it would have done very well at the tournament. And I don't really know how to play modern very well. So there's that. So I didn't enter the main event, but I did enter a bunch of side events, bunch of awesome side events and stuff. So yeah, the event was pretty cool. Very big room of tables, essentially. And then vendors around the side. It was pretty nice. The vendors had a lot of cool stuff on sale. A lot of rare cards, a lot of really expensive cards and stuff. So that was pretty neat. But yeah, I'm going to talk about what I did, what I thought about it. So I did a sealed event on the first day. It didn't go too well, to be honest with you. It was a sealed last chance trial or something like that, so if you did well in it, you got some buys in the main event for the weekend or something. But it was pretty good value. It was like 25 quid. You got a playmat, you got your 6 booster packs, and obviously you could win prize tickets as well, depending on how well you did. Unfortunately, I went out in the first round, so I lost. It was single elimination as well, so I lost in the first round, which was unfortunate, so that didn't go so good. But I did get 6 packs and the playmat for £25, not too bad. So here's the playmat. You probably won't be able to see it very well, but let's move these over here for a minute. And then I can plop this down here. I quite like the playmat. I think it's really nice and colourful, and I can't remember the card name that this is off of on Hour of Devastation, but it's a pretty nice playmat. Good quality. Definitely like the colourful nature of it. And it's a good memento of GP Birmingham. It says in the corner there. Pretty cool. Definitely worth a few bob, I imagine. Probably sell that for about 10 quid if you wanted to. So worth the entry fee, I think, for that. So yeah, but I scrubbed out. I went 0-1. And it was single elim, so I was out. And then I did a two-headed giant, I think, on the Friday as well. Which we did quite good in. We went 2 wins, a loss and a draw. You'll always find that most people draw in the last round because you'll get way more tickets for drawing. Well, at least you share the tickets rather than someone getting like 20 tickets and the other person getting like 200. So a lot of people draw the last round in that scenario, which we did. So we got a bunch of tickets for that, which is pretty cool. Also got, on the next day, I did another two-headed giant, this time a full box sealed two-headed giant rather than just a normal sealed two-headed giant. So we get a whole booster box of Hour of Devastation. I thought the format for that was kind of stupid because everyone was just playing Firebrand Archers and Torment of Hailfire, and that was what everyone was using to win. Scorpion God was also nuts in that format. But yeah, it wasn't the greatest. It was pretty fun, I guess. We built some crazy control-y type deck. I was playing blue black, I think, and my teammate was playing red white. Bunch of Firebrand Archers. I had about 7 unquenchable first, so I could just lock down their board basically, and yeah, it was basically stalling out till Scorpion God or Torment of Hellfire essentially, or firebranding them out with spells. So that was pretty fun, I guess. Wasn't my favourite format. I preferred the normal sealed to the two-headed giant full box, but I think the format would have been a lot better without Firebrand Archer and Torment of Hailfire. Those cards just warped the entire format pretty much, especially with Firebrand Archer at common. But yeah, apart from that, it was good fun. We went 2 wins, a loss and a draw again, so not too bad. So that's what we did first thing that day. Later on that day, I did a Chaos draft, I believe. That was pretty cool. Nothing valuable, unfortunately, but some cool packs, some Cold Snaps, some Kamigawa stuff, all that kind of cool old school packs. It's pretty neat. some invasion block stuff as well, I believe. So that was pretty cool. I did something else that day as well, but I can't remember what it was. Might have been another sealed event. Not too sure. But I'm pretty sure I scrubbed out that one. So that was the Saturday. On the Sunday, I did I didn't really do much on the Sunday. I just did a Modern Masters sealed event. That was pretty sweet. Excuse me. Unfortunately, I did lose every round on that. I went 0-3. So I didn't do very well. I got very close though. I went 1-2 and a lot. In every single of the matches, I went 1 win, 2 losses. So it was very close. I think I was mana screwed in every match at some point. I think I mulliganed every single hand I had. So I didn't get very lucky with my hands, really. That basically sealed the deal, I think. Just didn't have the luck on me in that one, but still pretty cool. So yeah, I enjoyed the event a lot. The side events are awesome. They seem pretty good value as well, especially if you can get a couple of wins and a draw out of it to get about 100 tickets, which is about 10 boosters. So pretty good. Definitely worth going if you've never been to a GP, that's for sure. So I'm going to go through some of these cards that we got here. Show you what I came out of the event with. I picked up 2 Layer Lanes of Sanctity for my modern deck, as I only had 2 of them. I got an English one and a Chinese one. These weren't £5, by the way, that's just the sleeve I put them in. There we go, Chinese one and normal one. Got these for about 18 each, not too bad. I also picked up a Temple Gun for £6. I don't really need one, but I'm currently running some less optimal dual lands in my modern deck, so picked those up as well. That was only £6, that's cool. So in the Modern Masters draft, I got quite lucky, sealed even, not draft. I opened a Cavern of Souls, so that basically paid for my draft. Keep saying draft, sealed. It's worth about 40 quid at the moment, something like that, $40 maybe. And a Marsh Flats, so a fetch land and a Cavern of Souls is not too shabby. It's got a foil Call of the Conclave, nothing exciting. Spike Jester foil, very cool card. Urban Evolution foil. We got a Summoning Trap as one of our other rares. So we got, obviously it was a sealed, so you get 6 boosters. Bale of Cage Trap foil. Mud Button Torch Runner foil. I got a Venser Shaper Servant, one of my rares. I got an Ether Mage's Touch. Got a Momentary Blink foil. Got a Deadeye Navigator rare. And a Path to Exile uncommon, so that was pretty good. Not too bad at all. As you can probably tell from the rares, I went Blue White Blink. It didn't do very well at all, unfortunately. But Deadeye Navigator is a very strong card. I just got, as I got mana screwed, my deck was just too slow because I didn't get my mana out quick enough a lot of the games. So in the KFC, I didn't really see anything interesting, unfortunately. But I did get this Longhorn Firebeast foil. Not a good card, but I just like it because it's an old school foil, and old school foils are sweet. I did get a Wild Nicotl though, so that was cool. That was pretty neat. Okay, in the Two-Headed Giant sealed box, we opened a Capsize Invocation. Not the best invocation in the world, but it's my first invocation I've actually opened. So that's really cool. Got to keep that. Obviously, we shared the box out between us both, but I wanted the invocation, so I got to keep that, fortunately. Angel of Condemnation. So these are just all the rares and stuff I picked up over the weekend. Ketra's Last Mercy. Amet Eternal. 2 of those. We have a Refuse to Cooperate. Foil Imminent Doom. Non-foil Imminent Doom. Insult to Injury. These aren't in any particular order, by the way. They're just sort of thrown in here. Hazoret's Undying Fury. Arrow of Devastation is a pretty good card. Foil Torment and Scarabs. I'm trying to think of building a sort of Torment deck in Standard, where it's just about getting out a bunch of these enchantments and stuff. That might be quite fun. Endless Sands. De Juro with Eyes Open. Soul Scar Mage. Hollow One. Driven to Despair. Dream Stealer, Foil Sandblast, Mirage Mirror, Nihab the Eternal, Samut the Tested, Scarab God, Driven to Despair, and Prowling Serpapard, another Angel of Condemnation, Hour of Glory, Chaos Maw, Hazoret's Undying Fury, another Imminent Doom. I'm sure there must be some kind of crazy deck you can make with that card, but it just seems so slow. Chimera Scrapper foil, Dejiro with Eyes Open, Seeker of Insight foil, another Endless Sands, another one of those, Abandoned Sarcophagus, a Graven Abomination foil, Apocalypse Demon, Life Goes On foil, Resilient Kenra, Ramanap Hydra, Ronus' Last Stand, Swarm Intelligence, a Lethal Sting foil, Hour of Eternity, Reason to Believe, Leave to Chance, and a Sunscourge Champion foil. I did also get a Gideon of the Trials, but I put that in a... Well, I might have that here, actually. Never mind, I can probably show you that. I was going to put it in the deck, but decided not to put... I was making like a monument deck, but I decided not to do that in the end. There it is. So I also got that, Gideon of the Trials. So I did alright with the cards I got. Got pretty lucky. Not too bad at all. And one more thing. Before I show you that, I've got one more cool thing to show you, but I'll come to that in a minute. I got some boosters with my prize tickets. I got some Russian Morning Tide. I thought that'd be pretty cool. Could have got like a booster box of standard stuff, but I'm really not that interested in opening any more Hour of Devastation or Armenket or anything like that. So picked up a few Russian boosters. Thought that'd be cool to open. You'll see those on the channel soon. But one more cool thing that happened right at the end of the show. I was thinking about it all weekend, actually. One thing I was thinking about doing all weekend was picking up some Khans of Tarkir Russian booster packs. One of the vendors was selling them for £3 a pop. I was tempted to buy some throughout the whole weekend. I didn't. And then the last day, I kept going back to the store and thinking, I'll just pick one up for a laugh. Something to do at the end of the day. Still didn't do it. And then just before we left, as the vendors were all packing up, I went, screw it, I'm going to buy one. Why the hell not? And this is what I opened. Oh yes, I opened a foil Russian Polluted Delta. Now that is pretty cool. Value-wise on this, I'm not too sure. I've heard that one recently sold for £450. So that's kind of outrageous. But yeah, they're super rare, super expensive. And the booster pack cost me £3. So that was the best thing I got of the weekend. Very awesome. I wish I got it on camera. But unfortunately, I decided to just crack it open with my friends from the shop. And this is what I opened. So unfortunately, I have no video evidence of that, but I can assure you that's what happened. I'm not going to go out and buy one of these, that's for sure. To be fair, trying to find one of these available to buy is basically impossible, at least here in the UK. I'm sure there's a few floating around in America or whatever, but here in the UK these are super hard to get. So that was amazing. Foil Russian Polluted Delta. One pack I bought, one singular pack, and this is what I got. Pretty awesome. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is just me talking about GP Birmingham and what I thought of it. I'll definitely go again. I went for all 3 days, it was very tiring. A lot of Magic was played. You know, very long days. You're there from about 9:30 till sometimes even 9, 10 at night, depending on what tournaments you're in and when they're finishing up and how well you're doing. So definitely very tiring. I would recommend it though if you've never been to a GP. It was great fun. Get to do a lot of draft and sealed, which you probably don't get to do an awful lot at your local gaming store. At least I don't. My local gaming store basically never does sealed or draft, so it was very cool for me for that, because I love sealed and I love draft. So I got to do a bunch of that, which is, as I say, I can't do that much around here. So I was super happy about that. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go again sometime. There is one. The next one's in Liverpool, I believe, later in the year. Don't know if I'm going to go to that. It's quite a long way for me to go, but we'll see. If anyone doesn't going, I might tag along. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that thumbs up button if you did. If you've got any questions about GP Birmingham, leave them below if you want to know any more about what happened. Got any comments about the cards that I got? I think I got my money's worth. I spent about 200 quid on events and stuff. So between that, the packs, and the cards I got, I think I did alright. Especially this kind of pays for everything, so if I can sell it. So yeah, there we go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that thumbs up button. Let me know if you went to GP Birmingham. Did you have a good time? What happened with yourselves? Did you enter the main event? So yeah, any sick pulls? So yeah, leave some comments below, and I'll see you all very soon where we open up these Russian Morningtide booster packs. So look out for that. Thank you very much. And bye-bye!